it's April here, and before we get started, I just want to say welcome, Swifties! That's right, today I am making my third Taylor Swift doll, and this will be my hardest one yet. This is like boss level Taylor. And did I mention I will be giving her to one of you, so stay tuned to get details on that. I don't know about you, but I'm dying to see how this one ends. So let's begin.
Are you ready for it?
I decided on this outfit, which I think is called the original 1989 all green set. Maybe, I'm not sure. But this is what I'm making. I'm making this right here. Picked up some fabric from Hobby Lobby and some medium weight interfacing. I know beads get heavier than you think that they would, so I'm hoping the interfacing will give me the structure I need to support all that weight. Rather than try to freehand the bead pattern, I printed an X pattern on this dissolvable embroidery paper, traced my shirt pattern onto it, and then pinned it in place on my fabric. I'm using these beads for the X's. I believe they're called bugle beads, and I'm leaving a seam allowance around the edges. My plan is to get the majority of the beadwork done with a hoop, and then if I need to fill in after sewing, I can. I also plan to add the dangling beads once the top is sewn together. Well, that alone took about 25 minutes, so just for the X's, I'm probably looking at about an hour and a half of beadwork, but honestly, I didn't keep track. To fill in the additional space, I bought this variety tube of beads from Hobby Lobby. To save time, I'm going to do a line of several beads, then go back over them, pinning them into place every couple beads or so. Needles go stab, 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 stab. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Okay, I am trying to trust the process here, but it is so hard. As of right now, it's giving like hedge apple vibes. Oh, I don't know if I like it. And it's so much harder to trust the process when the process takes this long. Okay, I think I like it. I think it will look even better once I get rid of the paper. So into the water it goes. I am going to go ahead and start on the back pieces because until they're done, I won't have a full picture of how it's going to look on the doll, and I cannot wait to see how it's going to look on the doll. So I'm going to knock out the back pieces and get this puppy sewed together. I got carried away beading the back pieces, and I made the arm straps thicker than the front. But I'm a little too mentally taxed to deal with that right now, so it'll be tomorrow's problem. I am going to get the paper dissolved, and I learned that pressure helps get rid of the paper much faster than soaking, so I used my shower to blast it away. Well, given how great everything is going, I decided I should do more recon on the dangling beads for this outfit, and I realized the arm straps really should be smaller on the front too, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I might just leave it the way it is. It's not as accurate, but the thicker arm straps do hold the weight better, so in the meantime, I'm going to work on her shoes. I am using our generation shoes. I will be painting them before bedazzling them. I roughed them up with some sandpaper and started painting. I think I should have primed them. Now we got problems, but I think we can solve them. After adding a priming coat, I painted them again, and there, that is looking much better. The doll that I will be using is a Truly Me 116. She already has blue eyes, so after removing the wig, she will be ready to paint. I'm going to remove her factory lashes, but I'm thinking about using her factory eyebrows. Time will tell. Now, what I want to do here is
draw the cat eyes sharp enough to kill a man.
Yes! No. No. Maybe? No. Yes, there we go, finally. I did try filling in the factory brows, but after looking at some pictures, I think I'm going to redo them. So, goodbye, eyebrows. I do believe for the rest of the face up, some red lips and rosy cheeks. I primed her head with Mr. Super Clear, and now I can do her eyebrows. Her eyebrows start thicker and then thin out in a dramatic arch. I used brown watercolor pencil to create the rough shape before going over it with watered down acrylic paint. While I work on this, I mentioned before that I will be giving her away to one of you. So here are the deets. Do people still say that anymore? Anyways, whenever I reach 10,000 subscribers, I will give her away to one of you. And in the meantime, you can go ahead and enter to win her using the Google form in the link below. And according to AI, there's at least 100 million Swifties, so we need less than 0.01% to reach 10,000 subscribers. Time to add some jewels to the shoes. I got the glue, and I also got dotting syringes. This should be interesting. Speaking of interesting, I learned something new and somewhat gross the other day, and obviously I had to share it with you guys. Apparently, before refrigerators in certain countries, people would put frogs in their milk to keep it fresh. Yes, you heard that correctly. They had milk frogs. And what's even more crazy is there's evidence to support it works, because the Russian brown frog's skin contains chemicals that have antibacterial and antifungal properties. As for the jewels on the shoes, I basically ended up going row by row and waiting for the glue to dry in between. Otherwise, the slightest shake of my hand and I was destroying rows worth of gems. So this process happened over several days. Okie dokie, I've had time to mull it over and I've decided to just sew the top pieces together and see what it looks like. I am now probably about a half a month into this project and I've worked on it just about every day. Granted, sometimes it's only like 30 minutes and other days it's been a few hours. At this time, I still have to finish the top. I have to finish the shoes. I haven't even started beading the skirt. Her wig needs to be glued down and I have her box to make. You know, I think that actually looks pretty good. So it either does or I'm just becoming delusional from working on this for so long. You know, I have to say this project has been both satisfying and at the same time, I never want to do something like this again. Like ever. The gemstones that I'm using for the sides of the boot are a little too big for the top edge of the boot. So for that, I'm using a string of rhinestones, cutting it into smaller pieces, and then gluing it to the top, like so. The hoop that I used for the top is going to be a little small for the skirt, but I lucked out because Hobby Lobby had this massive hoop and it will all fit on here because, to be honest, I wasn't sure how I was going to do it otherwise. I mean, I'm sure I could probably look that up, but, you know, why? The blame is on me, 'cause I knew you were trouble when I saw this. So shame on me, now I'm beating in places when I can. Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Oh, beating. You know, I would apologize, but that would imply I'm not going to do that again. You look like my next mistake. I have almost used up all of the first tube of variety beads that I bought, which I wasn't worried about because I picked up a second tube, but I just realized that they are not the same size. Ugh. Okay, I have enough beads to make some dangle beads for the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I will have at least one part of this project completely done. I got a blank space, baby, and I will fill it in. The shoes are finally done! Yay! Okay. I didn't count while I was doing it, but I estimate it's close to 1,800 gems because apparently there was 1,440 in this packet, and I also used almost all of my backup gems from this kit as well, so there should have been about 600 in here, and, I'm sure I dropped a few. I don't think I sealed her face up. I better do that now. The wig that I'm using is from Zazu Custom Dolls on Etsy, and it is called August. I'm using tacky glue on the top of her head and gel super glue on the sides. I like the gel super glue a lot. It gives you very good control. This one in particular used to make me mad because I would squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and never get any glue out, but turns out if you read the directions, it works just fine. So in today's lesson, directions, sometimes helpful. Follow me for more incredible life-altering lessons. Okay, so for her custom box topper, this is the mock-up that I made. So two main elements to this topper. We have the lyrics on the top and a Common Eras poster on the bottom. So I will need 2 stickers for this one for the lyrics and one for the picture. I'm using a white heavy-duty poster board for the box, and I'm using clear sticker paper for the other elements. I cut the stickers down and placed them on the box, doing my best to smooth out any bubbles, which wasn't easy, and to be honest, I wasn't entirely successful. After that, I glued down the flaps and cut out a clear viewing window from a projector sheet and glued that down as well. Then my mama saved the day by bringing me a new tube of the correct size beads so that I can finish the skirt.
We're never getting back together. Ever.
Look what you made me do.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video and would like to see more like it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you all have an adorable day.